Hi, good afternoon, Laker fans. We're coming to you this afternoon from Pond 7, where Prior Lake will be taking on Eagan today in this high school 9A matchup. It is a beautiful day for baseball. 70 degrees, mostly sunny, and a very light breeze blowing in from the outfield. Lakers coming off a strong win on Monday night, 13 to 4, and looking to capitalize upon that. For the Lakers, towing the mound today is going to be Benton Blattner. Behind the plate will be Chauvin. First base will be Aiden Horrell. Linus Fleek will be on second. JJ playing shortstop. Hayden Anthony, third base. Jackson Barrett in left field. Jackson Goldberg in center field, and Wesley Kane in right field. And there's a call for balls in. Throw by show. And we are ready to get this 9A game underway from the ponds. Up to bat first for Eagan will be number 4. Got a couple of line drives to the outfield the first time we played them, both left and right. That first pitch is going to be in there pretty for a called strike one. That one's going to miss just out, ball one. That one's popped up. It's going to be short, and Jackson Barrett comes rushing in from left field and makes the catch just short of the infield. That'll be the first out of the inning. And that'll bring number 19 to the plate. First pitch is going to be in there for a called strike one. Oh, that breaking pitch did not break far enough, and we're going to have a hit by pitch there. And that'll bring number 2 to the plate. All right, so Eagan has a runner on first here in the top with one out. First pitch is going to miss just up, ball one. That's a good one. Right back at Benton. He comes up with it, fields it cleanly, and miscommunication. And instead of throwing to the bag, Benton threw to the person, and they are in safe at second. And that'll bring number 16 to the plate for Eagan. And that ball in the dirt will get by Show, and the runners will advance. Ball one. So on that wild pitch, the runners would advance to second and third. Oh, thank you, Coach. That one's going to miss low and out for ball two. Nice stop by Show there. That one's popped straight up, back, and out of play for strike one. 2-1 count. One out in the top of the first inning. Runners on second and third. That one's going to miss low for ball three. And that'll miss up for ball four, and the bases are loaded here in the top of the inning. In the top of the first with one out. And that'll bring number 14 to the plate with number 13 on deck. First pitch, going to miss out for ball one. That one is driven to center field. Jackson Goldberg drifting back, makes the catch, gets it in quick, and will keep the runner at first, but that will be an RBI single, or an RBI fly out there, and the second out of the inning. The runner from first did not advance on the quick throw in by Jackson. Nice job drifting back, making that catch, and getting it in quickly. So with two outs and a run in, that'll bring number 13 to the plate for Eagan. That first one's going to miss up for ball one. There's a hard grounder, and it's going to skip past into the outfield and left. Little C&I single between short there. That'll bring number 11 to the plate with two outs and runners on first and second. First one is fouled back, out of play, strike one. That's going to miss low, ball one. 1-1 count and two outs, 2 runs in here in the top of the second inning, or top of the first inning. That's going to miss up for ball two. That's going to miss out for ball three. 3-1 count. 2 outs and runners on first and second. And that's going to miss low and in for ball four. And bases are loaded again. So with bases loaded, that'll bring number 12 to the plate. And that'll bring a quick mound visit just to talk it over. Let's see what we've got. All right, coach just looking to settle him down. Mentioned it the other night. Looks like his release point is just off a little bit. It's either releasing a little too early and it's sailing a little high, or releasing a little too late and it's coming down low. right, after the words of wisdom at the mound, number 12 steps into the box for Eagan. And that's a good one there, called strike one. That's another pretty pitch, called strike two. Puts Benton ahead in the count, 0-2. See if he serves up a breaking pitch here. That one's going to miss up, ball one. Hoping to get him to chase a little bit there, I'm thinking. And there's a great pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. So in the top half of the inning, Eagan scores 2 on 25 pitches from Benton and leaves 3 stranded. As we head to the bottom half of the inning, the Laker batting order today will be Andrew Evenson leading off, Chauvin batting second, Linus Fleek batting third, Aiden Horrell batting fourth, Hayden Anthony batting fifth, Jackson Barrett batting sixth, Jackson Goldberg batting seventh, JJ batting eighth, Benton Blattner batting ninth, and Wesley Kane batting 10th. Looks like towing the mound for Eagan will be number 16. Today's game was supposed to start at 4 o'clock. It got moved up from 4:30. Unfortunately, Eagan's bus driver had a little trouble finding the field. They didn't show up till about 5 minutes till 4, and I think we had first pitch right around 4:15. So they did the quick warm-ups. Didn't get much chance to even bat. So they put a couple of good hits out there without having a chance to warm up that way. Not sure if the pitcher was able to get fully loose before the game. Hey, pitcher says he needs 2 more. All right, here's the throwdown. And we are ready to get the bottom half of the first inning underway. Andrew Evenson steps into the batter's box, looking to kick things off for the Lakers. That first one's going to find the strike zone for strike one. And Andrew turns on that pitch inside, drives it foul down the first baseline. Makes the count 0-2 here. Andrew will need to be protecting here. That one's in the dirt, skips to the backstop. Ball one. That's going to miss low for ball two. Ooh, that's going to miss low for ball three. Sander works that count back to full. Good job there protecting. Fouls that off down the first baseline. Count remains full. That's going to miss up and in, ball 4. And the Lakers have the leadoff batter on first base here in the bottom half of the first inning. And that'll bring Chauvin to the plate. First one's fouled off, straight back for strike 1. That one just rode up a little bit in the strike zone on him. And he grounds that one down the third baseline. That's going to hit the bag and be an infield single. So that was pretty interesting. We got a courtesy runner. Drew Burley will be running for show at first base. And that'll bring Linus Fleek to the plate. I don't know how well it showed up on the screen there. Hopefully it did well. It actually, that hard grounder hit the third base bag and jumped into the air. I think Show would have been safe anyway, but that's an infield single. That first pitch is going to drop in there for called strike 1. And the Lakers have runners at first and second with no outs here in the bottom of the first inning. That's going to miss just out for ball 1 and a 1-1 count. That'll miss up for ball 2. That's going to miss low. Ball 3 and a great stop by the catcher to keep the runners at first and second. So with a 3-1 count, Linus will be looking for something pretty much perfect here. And that'll miss for ball, down in the dirt for ball 4. And that will bring Aiden Horrell to the plate. Monday night, Aiden had a heck of a night. Drove in 4 runs on 2 hits, one of those being a stand-up 3-run RBI triple to the center field fence. Let's see if he can keep that mojo going here. All right, confab is done. Aiden steps in. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low in the dirt. Ball 1. Another nice stop by the catcher. That'll catch the knees. Called strike 1. Here's a 1-1 pitch. It's going to miss up. It's going to skip by and around the corner, but bounced right back off the backstop towards the catcher, keeping the runner at third. That was a nice job not getting caught on that one. That'll miss low. Ball 3 and a 3-1 count. Aiden will be looking for something pretty much right down the pipe here. And he gets it, and he turns on that, drives it hard, line drive to left field. Let's see if they send Burley. They will. He's chugging for home. Here's the play at the plate. It will not be in time. So Aiden Horrell keeps the magic going in tonight's game with a 2 RBI single to right, and that will bring Hayden Anthony to the plate with no outs, and the score now tied for the Lakers, 2-2. Runners on first and second yet. That's going to miss low. Another nice stop by the catcher. Ball 1. That's another nice hard grounder, and that is going to get past. That's going to get past the shortstop. Not quite sure, and we're going to have a lot of runs move around there, folks. I'm going to give that a hard ground ball single. Wasn't sure if the shortstop got a glove on it or not. I do believe Jackson Barrett is crossing in front of the shortstop, distracted him there. So on that play, Show running, scored, and the runners moved over to second and third on the attempted throw to home. So that now makes the score 3-2 with no outs yet. Runners on second and third for the Lakers here in the bottom half of the first inning. And that'll bring Jackson Barrett to the plate. All right, Jackson's ready. Here's the pitch. And that one's going to miss up and out for ball 1. That's going to catch the outside edge for called strike 1. Still no out for the Lakers here in the bottom half of the first inning. That's going to miss up for ball 2. So it's a 2-1 count with runners on second and third. Jackson, nice drop shot into center field. That'll score 1. That will score 2 as Hayden's going to come around to score as well. The Lakers put 2 more on the board there. Now lead 5-2. And that'll bring Jackson Goldberg to the plate. That'll bring Jackson Goldberg to the plate with Jackson Barrett on first base. Oh, and they catch him off. Here's a throw over to 2. It will not be in time. Good move by the pitcher. Caught him off. Put some great hustle speed by Jackson. Barrett gets him into second safely. So that puts another run in scoring position with no outs yet here in the bottom half of the first inning. That one's going to miss up for ball 1. That's going to miss low and in for ball 2. That's in there for called strike 1. That's going to miss outside for ball 3. And that'll miss inside for ball 4. So that'll bring JJ to the plate with runners on first and second. And the Lakers leading 5-2 here in the bottom half of the first inning. No outs yet. That one's going to miss out wide for ball 1. That's going to miss wide for ball 2. That is in there for called strike 1. That's going to miss wide for ball 3. And a 3-1 count. JJ will be looking for something to be served up here that he can turn on. That one's going to miss way in, and that'll be ball 4. So that'll load the bases up and bring Benton Blattner to the plate with Wesley Kane on deck. So this is the 9th batter of the inning for the Lakers, and still no outs on the inning. That'll miss up ball 1. Nice stop by the catcher. That's going to miss up for ball 2. That's going to be in there for called strike 1. 2-1 count with bases loaded and no outs in the bottom half of the first inning. That's going to miss up for ball 3 and a 3-1 count. And that'll catch the outside corner for called strike 2. So the count is full here. And Benton turns, fouls that one down the first base line. Good hard shot down the first baseline, foul. Count remains full. Pops that one straight back, so he's good fight going on here. Fouled that one straight back out of play. And that's going to miss low for ball 4. And that will walk a run in. All right. So we will have Brody Stefani running. We'll have Brody Stefani over there running for Benton. And that'll bring Wesley Kane up. And with that, the Lakers will have batted around with no outs yet here. That first one's going to miss up and out, ball 1. Currently a 6-2 lead for the Lakers in the bottom of the first inning. Bases are loaded and no outs. That's going to miss in, ball 2. That's going to miss up for ball 3. The 3-0 count. Wes will be looking for a meatball to if he wants to take a hack at it. And that misses out for ball 4. And that'll bring the Lakers back to the top of the order and make the lead 7-2. So far on 47 pitches. Let's see if we get a pitching change here. 47 pitches and no outs yet. And we will have a replacement pitcher. Just looked like he was struggling with his release points as well today. So with a 7-2 lead here in the bottom of the first inning, no outs, and the Lakers have bases loaded yet. I'm going to step away for a moment while they warm up the next pitcher.
Okay, that's not good. Well, yeah, but I mean, it happened before. When? Months ago? It's just how it's just like, I don't know, it just kind of cuts off. Like, I can't see the stands right now. Yeah. It'll go away after a while. Let's go sit up in the shade up here.
All right. So the new pitcher steps in. It'll be number 13, and that first one's going to miss, or going to be in there across the knees for called strike 1. That's going to miss up ball 1. And Andrew gets a piece of that one, follows it straight back for strike 2. That's going to miss in for ball 2. Count is 2-2 here in the bottom of the first inning. Andrew turns hard, fouls that one down the first baseline. Count remains 2-2. And Andrew grounds that back to the pitcher. Coming home with it, and we're going to have an error there. Should have been an easy fielder's choice. And that'll be the first error of the game. Pitcher recognized it and did his job. The catcher did not realize the play was coming home. And so that'll be an error that'll score 2 runs. And make the score 9-2. So still no outs, and that'll bring Chauvin to the plate with runners on first and third. Quick throw over, not in time. That's going to miss ball 1. Show turns, fly ball, short or shallow left. Left fielder settles under it. Here comes the play at the plate, and he will be in safely for a sac fly in the first out of the inning. So Andrew did not advance on that play, but that'll be the first out of the inning. And the Lakers currently lead 10-2. And that'll bring Linus Fleek to the plate. First one to miss, ball 1. For ball 4. That'll move runners to first and second with 1 out and bring Aiden Horrell up. Aiden singled his first time at bat and drove in 2. That one gets him swinging and fouls it off down the third baseline. Strike 1. Oh, good pitch there. For swing and a miss, strike 2. And that'll be called strike 3 in the second out of the inning. And that'll bring Hayden Anthony to the plate. And that's going to be an error at third. Yeah, I think that's going to go down as an error on the third baseman there. A hard hit ball. And runners are moved to bases will be loaded again, and that'll bring Jackson Barrett to the plate. He grounds towards short. Short up with it, over to 1. And he beats the throw. He will beat that throw for an infield single, and another run will score for the Lakers. And that'll bring Jackson Goldberg to the plate with 2 outs and the bases loaded yet. That one's going to miss up, ball 1. That's going to catch that inside corner for called strike 1. And there's a pop fly and a little Texas leaguer that is going to drop in between everyone as they head back out. So that'll be a little pop fly single there with an RBI. And that'll move the Laker lead to 12. That'll bring JJ to the plate. Lakers leading 12-2. That one's going to miss up for ball one. And that'll move the Laker lead to 12. That'll bring JJ to the plate. Lakers leading 12-2. That one's going to miss up for ball one. That one's going to miss low and in the dirt, ball two. And good swing at that one. Swing and a miss, strike one. 2-1 count. Base is still loaded with 2 outs. And the Lakers leading 12-2 in the bottom of the first. JJ jumps at that one, fouls it off, out of play down the first baseline. Here's pitch. And that'll catch the corner and called strike 3. So in the bottom half of the first inning, the Lakers put 12 on the board on 72 pitches, and the Lakers sent 18 men to the plate in that first inning. All right, so there's the throwdown, and we are ready to start the top of the second inning. Coming up will be number 3. On deck will be number 10. First one's going to catch the corner, called strike 1. There's a grounder towards second. Linus up cleanly with it over to first, and the first out of the inning. And that'll bring number 10 to the plate. That'll bring number 10. It's a grounder right back on the first pitch, right back to Benton. And that'll be the second out of the inning. Nice job by Benton there fielding his position. And that'll bring us back to the top of the order. And number 4. That first one's going to miss out, ball 1. That one's going to miss low for ball 2. That's a good-looking pitch there. Strike 1. 2-1 count with 2 outs here. That's a hard driving ball out to right field. Settles under it and Wesley makes the easy catch. So Eagan goes down in order in the top half of the second inning on 6 pitches. So a very efficient outing. Looks like Benton is settling in a little bit better and finding that release point. So as we head to the bottom half of the second inning, coming up for the Lakers should be Benton Blattner, Wesley Kane, and then Andrew Evenson back at the top of the order. All right, so number 13 will remain on the mound for Eagan. There's the call for balls in. There's a throw down. All right, so Benton steps into bat. And we start the bottom of the second inning. Lakers currently leading 12-2. That first one's going to miss out for ball 1. That's going to catch the corner for called strike 1 and a 1-1 count. There's a good breaking pitch. Driven to center field. Center fielder settles under it and makes the out for the first out of the inning. And that'll bring Wesley Kane to the plate. Wesley walked his first time at bat. That one's going to miss up, ball 1. That's going to catch that corner, called strike 1. That'll miss in, ball 2. 2-1 count. And Wesley turns hard on that ball, the hanging ball, and it's driven to the fence. It one hops the fence, and that'll be an easy stand-up double for Wesley. great strong hit, beat the left fielder, and like I said, did a one-hop off the fence. So with one out, now and a runner on second, that'll bring Andrew Evenson to the plate. And he holds on that one, and it'll be called strike one. That'll miss in. Ball one. That'll miss out for ball two. Went down, chase that one, fouled it off, back out of play. Strike two and a 2-2 count. That'll leave it up. Ball three and a full count here. And he gets him chasing after that one for a swing and a miss, strike three and the second out of the inning. All right, so that'll bring Chauvin to the plate. That first one's in there for a called strike one. Show singled on his first at bat, and then a sac fly RBI in his second at bat. And first one of the strike, fouls that one off down the first baseline, out of play. Foul for strike two and an 0-2 count here. That's going to miss. Nice stop by the catcher. Ball one. There's a good pitch. Little off speed, and Show was out ahead of him, but got a piece of it, fouled it off. Count remains 1-2. That'll miss low and skip past the catcher out of play for ball two. And the ball skidded into the dugout, so that'll send Wesley over to third base on the wild pitch. All right, so 2-2 count. 2-2 count. Show steps back in. And a hard line drive going to get right between third and short, and that'll be another RBI single. And Drew Burley will come in to run for Show, who's the catcher. And that'll bring Linus Fleek to the plate with 2 outs. For runner on first, and the Lakers have put 1 on the board so far, so a 13-2 lead here in the second. That one's going to miss low. Ball one. With a 13-2 lead currently, the Lakers are not taking extra bases. So Drew did not try to steal on that pass ball. And Linus gets into one, drives it to right field. The right fielder settles under it. And that'll be the third out of the inning. But the Lakers put 1 on the board in the inning. The Lakers put 1 on the board in the inning on 21 pitches from Eagan, and we'll head to the top of the third inning, with the Lakers leading 13-2. Looks like, let me see here once. We will have some fielding position changes for the Lakers. We have Greg Shonoff coming in for Aiden Horrell at first base. We're going to have Brody Stefani coming in for Hayden Anthony at third base. We're going to have Drew Burley coming in left field for Jackson Barrett. And we're going to have Hudson Johnson coming in center field. Huddy comes in center field for Jackson Goldberg. And eventually the current expectation is that I'm going to guess after the third that we'll probably have Brody Fumanti. He is the relief pitcher today. The only question will be is whether it's after the third inning or after the fourth inning that they bring in Brody. And he would sub in for Benton. So there's a call for balls in. Coming up for Eagan should be numbers 19, number 2, and number 16. All right, so we're ready to start the top of the third here. 19 steps into the box. First one's going to miss low, ball 1. That's going to miss out for ball 2. There's a good pitch, gets him swinging and fouls it off for strike 1 and a 2-1 count. There's another good pitch, fouls that off for strike 2 and a 2-2 count to the leadoff batter here in the top of the third inning. And that'll catch the outside corner for called strike 3. Oh. And that'll bring number 2 to the plate. That first one's going to miss up, ball 1. That's going to miss for ball 2. Ooh, that one just misses out. Looked pretty good. That'll be ball 3 and a 3-0 count here to the second batter, number 2 for Eagan here in the top of the third with the Lakers leading 13-2 and 1 out. That's going to catch the upper corner. Looked a little high from my position, but that'll be strike 1 and a 3-1 count. There's a good comeback pitch and a foul tip for strike 2 and a full count. There's a hard grounder, and that's going to have eyes and get between first and second out into right field. So that'll put the runner on with 1 out and bring number 16 to the plate with number 14 on deck. 1 out here in the top of the third. That's a hard driven ball to center field. Hudson settles under it, pretty much right at him, and makes the catch. That'll be the second out of the inning. And bring number 14. And bring number 14 to the plate. That's going to miss low, ball one. That's going to miss up, ball two. Runner goes. Here's a grounder. Let's see if Brody, it's going to have eyes and get between them both, and no one's covering third base, so the runner will move from second third on the hit and run. No errors there, but that was a seeing eye single out to the outfield. Just got, JJ was moving towards short to cover the bag, or moving to second to cover bag, and it just got out of the reach of both of them. All right, so that'll bring number 13 to the plate with 2 outs. Runners on first and third. That first one's going to catch the corner for called strike one. That one's going to drift up for ball one. 1-1 count. Runners on first and third here in the top of the third for Eagan. 2 outs. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. Foul tip. And strike two. That'll give us a 1-2 count here. Breaking pitch just hung up on him. Ball two. Good spot for that one, though. Heading to count 1 and 2. Gets that to work, drops in, and called strike three. So here's the pitch. There's a good one. Driven to right field, line drive. 1 run will score. Wesley up with it and into second base quickly. All right, so that'll bring number 11 to the plate with runners on first and second now. That one is popped up, and Linus settles under it at second base and makes the third out of the inning. So in the top half of the third, Eagan puts 1 on the board on a couple of good base hits and 21 pitches. As we move to the bottom of the third inning, coming up, we will have Greg Schonoff, Brody Stefani, Drew Burley be your leadoff 3. Looks like 13 will stay on the mound for Eagan. There's the call for balls in. The catcher is definitely earning his pay out there today. He is taking quite a few blocked balls off the chest and everything else today. So that'll bring Greg Schoen off to the plate as we kick off the bottom of the third inning. First one's going to miss up, ball one. That'll drop in there for called strike one. That one's going to miss. That one's going to miss for ball. That one's driven to right field, but the right fielder settles under it for the first out of the inning. And that'll bring Brody Stefani to the plate. And Brody gets under that one, pops it straight up. There will be a chance for a play on it. The catcher settles under and makes a nice play. That makes 2 outs. And bring Drew Burley to the plate. And that first one's going to be in there for called strike one. Good looking pitch there. Gets him down across the knees swinging for swing and a miss. Strike two and a 2-0-2 count. That's going to miss in for ball one. That's going to miss up and out, ball two. And Drew gets just under that one into center field. The center fielder's closing and makes the catch for the third out of the inning. So the Lakers go down in order here in the bottom half of the third inning on 10 pitches. As we head to the top of the fourth, we will get the pitching change I was talking about before, and Brody from Monty will come in to pitch for Benton Blattner. All right, so there's the call for the ball's in. Nice block by Show. Here's the throwdown. And we are ready to start the fourth inning. As we head to the top of the fourth, the Lakers are leading 13-3 on a 12-run first inning that sent 18 batters to the plate. And their first out came after the Lakers had batted around. Coming up is number 12 for Eagan. That first one blows right past him, swing and a miss, strike one. That one's going to hang up for ball one. There's another nice pitch, gets him swinging, strike two. Now that one's going to miss just in. Good spot there for ball two. 2-2 count to the leadoff batter here in the top of the fourth. There's a weak grounder spinning, and it's going to get a little seeing eye single. Just straight over second base, dropped in there. All right, so the leadoff batter is on for Eagan here in the top of the fourth, and that'll bring number 3 to the plate. First one gets him swinging and foul tip, strike one. That'll catch the corner, called strike one. Called strike two, sorry. That one popped straight back out of play towards the parking lot. Count remains 0-2. That breaking pitch gets him swinging. Batter is out. Runner advanced on the dropped pitch. But that'll be the first out of the inning for the Lakers. And the runner advanced to second on the wild pitch in the dirt. Nice job by Show to block it and take a throw down at him. But it was a good breaking pitch to get him swinging. And that'll bring number 10 to the plate for Eagan with the top of the order, number 4 on deck. One out, and the Lakers leading 13-3. That's a great first pitch. Catches that corner for called strike one. That's a breaking pitch. Fouled off. Back and out of play.
Andrew. Yeah, it's up by the kid. Yep. I think both of them are there.
That'll be strike two. That one's going to miss low. Nice stop by Show. Ball one. Right, he comes set. 1-2 count. That's going to miss just low for ball two. Okay, with the 2-2 count and one out, here's a pitch. That's going to miss low. Nice block by Show. And that moved with full count. And that's going to miss low as well for ball four. So one out now, runners on first and second, and number 4 steps in, the top of the order for Eagan. He's popped out to the left fielder and flew out to the right fielder. That's a pretty first pitch in there for called strike one. That's going to just miss the knees for ball one. That's going to hang up for ball two. So 2-1 count. That's going to hang up for ball three. All right, 3-1 count with the runners on first and second and one out. Let's see if the Lakers can double this up. And that's going to miss low for ball four. So that'll load the bases and bring number 19 to the plate. He's been hit by the pitch and struck out looking. And with that walk, we're going to have a little mound visit just to talk it through with the pitcher, settle him down a little bit. Okay, so we're ready to get back underway. Let's see if they pull the infielders up, if the corners come up. And they definitely are playing ahead of the bag here. Any grounder, the Lakers are going to be looking to come home with it and get the lead runner. And that's a line drive right into center field. That'll score two. Huddy up with it quick and in, but that'll put two on the board. All right, so 2 runs on the board now. That'll bring number 2 to the plate for Eagan. And runners on first and second and one out. That's going to miss up for ball one. That's going to miss out for ball two. That's going to miss out for ball three. So a 3-0 count. And that'll be 4 straight balls and a walk to load the bases up. And that'll bring number 16 to the plate. He walked and flew out to center field so far this game. That ball is just floating a little bit on Fumanti today as that one drifts up for ball one. Yep, just continues to drift up for ball two. So 2-0 count with one out. That's a pretty pitch. Good comeback pitch there. Strike one. That's a great pitch there. Strike two. There's a pretty pitch right on the corner called strike three. And the second out of the inning. So with 2 outs, that'll bring number 14 to the plate for Eagan. That one's going to drift up for ball one. He single on the hard grounder to the left and sacrifice fly to center field. That release point still drifting up on him there. Ball two. There, he got it. Nice pitch there. Swing and a miss. Strike one. That one is a fly ball out to left. Drew calls for it, settles under it, and makes the out. Nice play by Drew in left there, and that will leave. So Eagan will leave 3 on the bases there, but will score 2 on 34 pitches by Brody Famonti. As we head to the bottom of the 4th inning, coming up for the Lakers is going to be Hudson Johnson, JJ, then Brody Famonti. Lakers are going to be looking to put at least 2 on the board here, get that lead back to 10, and hopefully finish this in the top of the 5th inning. So 13 will stay on the mound for Eagan. And after putting up 12 on Eagan in the 1st inning, Lakers have been a little stymied here with the bat. So getting 1 in the 2nd and none in the 3rd, going down in order in the 3rd. Let's see if they can get things back on track here in the 4th and put a few on the board. There's a call for balls in. And we are ready to get things underway here in the 4th inning, in the bottom of the 4th. Hudson Johnson steps in for his first at-bat of the day. That one's going to catch the corner, called strike one. And Hudson turns and hits a nice little line drive shot over first base into right field for a leadoff single for the Lakers. So the Lakers have the leadoff batter on, and that'll bring JJ to the plate. Quick throw to one, not going to be in time. Ooh, that one got behind JJ. Did a really good job getting out of the way of that pitch. That one would have hurt in the back. All right, pitcher's ready. That one's going to miss out for ball two. Ball two and a 2-0 count. And there's a grounder. Third charges it. Comes up, fields it. And he will be safe at first. We're going to mark that down as an error, though, as the first baseman did not come up with it cleanly on the throw from third. That'll move runners over to first and second for the Lakers with no outs and bring Brody Famonti to the plate. And Brody pops it up. Infield fly, and that'll be the first out of the inning. That'll bring Wesley Kane to the plate. Wesley walked his first time, then doubled to left field. That first one's going to drop in there for called strike one. And there's going to be a nice little poke shot that should drop, and it does. It drops in front of the center fielder. No one covered second, so there wasn't even a chance for the play there. So a nice little slap shot single for Wesley. And that'll load the bases and bring Andrew Eventon to the plate. With one out, the Lakers are going to be looking to capitalize on this. And that one will drop in there, called strike one. Brody bat. That's going to miss low, ball one. Interesting. Eagan did not pull up the corners here. That one's going to miss in for ball two. That's going to miss up and in for ball three, and a 3-1 count. That was an off-speed pitch Andrew was out ahead of, but boy did he tag that hard foul down and out of play down the first baseline for strike two. So count is full. And he gets all of that one. That's going to beat the right fielder. Oh, a great play by the outfielder, by right field. And everybody thought that was going to beat him. And a great play by the right fielder. And no one is able to advance because all the runners were off and moving. All right, so with two outs, that'll bring Chauvin to the plate. That first one, catch that outside corner, strike one. That'll miss up and in for ball one. Show a hard chopper up the middle. That's going to get through. Seeing eye single there, and that's going to be two ribbies for Show. So nice job with two ribbies there by Show. And with running hard, Wesley was able to advance to third on that last. We got runners at the corners now with two outs. And the Lakers lead at 15-5. And that will bring Linus Fleek to the plate. That first one will drift up for ball one. Quick throw, not in time. And we do have a courtesy runner at first. That's Hayden Anthony running for Show. All right, so a 1-0 count. That's going to be left high for ball 2. That's going to miss high as well for ball 3. That makes count 3-0. That'll drop right in there for called strike 1. 3-1 count. Lakers looking to add to their 10-run lead. That's going to miss low for ball 4 and load the bases. Now to bring Greg Schonoff to the plate. That one will drift up on him, ball 1. That one will be left up as well for ball 2. That one's going to miss low for ball 3 in the dirt. So you got a 3-0 count here, with bases loaded and 2 outs in the bottom half of the 4th inning. That one's going to drift in and hit him right above the kneecap on that left leg. That's a hard 90 there, folks.
Good job, Wes.
All right. So, yeah, on a 3-0 pitch, there would have been a walk. He gets hit. All right, so that'll bring Brody Stefani to the plate. Looking to capitalize on this bases-loaded opportunity. And he turns on that one, fouls it off down the third baseline. The off-speed pitch got him swinging early, and he fouled it off. And there's a hard grounder at third, comes up with it cleanly, and tags Linus out, who was forced to come right to him. So that'll be a fielder's choice there. But the Lakers put 3 on the board there. The Lakers put up three runs on 28 pitches. And currently lead 16-5 as we head to the top of the 5th inning. In the top of the 5th inning, Lakers looking to outscore them or hold them to 1 run or less here and to finish the game in the top of the 5th. Looks like Brody Stefani will be coming in to pitch for Brody Fumanti. Rest of the fielding positions, Linus Fleet will shift over to third. So Stefani will come in to pitch. Fleek will go to third, and Fumanti will go to second. All right, there's a call for balls in. Here's the throw. We are ready to start the top of the 5th inning. Coming up for Eagan should be numbers 13, 11, and 12. For the last game, Coach. For the last and 2 so far this. That first one will drop in there for called strike one. There's an off-speed pitch, gets him to pop up. Greg calls for it from first and makes the first out of the inning. All right, so that'll bring number 11 to the plate. Number 11 to the plate for Eagan with one out here. And Eagan needing two to stay alive in the game. That one is popped towards right. Nice job. Wesley closes on it quickly and makes the play for the second out of the inning. So with two outs, that'll bring number 12 to the plate for Eagan. And a really nice off-speed pitch gets him swinging at it. Strike one. There's another nice pitch. Foul tip. Strike two. 0-2 count. Lakers looking to finish it on this pitch here. Nice stop by Show. Ball one. Throwing in some junk, seeing if he can get him to chase it. So a 1-2 count here. That's going to miss out for ball two. That's going to miss low for ball three. And that'll move us to a full count here. And that'll end the game, folks, on a called strike three. And that'll do it for us here from the Ponds, where the Lakers win 16-5. Next game for the Lakers will be tomorrow night. It'll be a home game here from the Ponds as well, so please join us then. So as a recap, the Lakers score 16 on 11 hits, have one error. Eagan scored 5 on 6 hits and committed 3 errors. Next game is against Lakeville North.